Hey guys, this is Colby with Honey Lynn's Wedding Photography, and today I'm going to be walking you through a photo that we took a couple of weeks ago when we had a snow day here in North Carolina. So here is the original raw photo that came straight out of camera. As you see, we shoot a little underexposed. That way we can preserve the highlights and we can get all the dark areas of the photo. And you see we shot here and we had a really nice lens flare in the photo because of the direction that we were shooting with the sun. So the first step that we're gonna do in order to start the process is we're gonna crop it to fit the Instagram crop, which is the 4x5. We like to crop our photos the long ways just so it takes up the most screen property whenever you're scrolling through Instagram on your phone. So we hit save right there. And then the next part is adjusting the correct white balance. We shoot all manual white balance whenever we shoot any photos or videos. So that way we can have full control over a set of photos or photos in post-production when we're here in Lightroom. So we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna adjust these little sliders right here until we feel we have like a nice warmth temperature. And I'm gonna adjust the tint slightly. And we're gonna get like a nice warmer looking photo, but we still have to make sure that we get the snow portion in the background. So it's a little dark right now. So I'm just gonna go in and make a couple quick adjustments. Increase my exposure a tiny bit. Reduce my contrast a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of the highlights because they're a little too much. Leave the shadows there. Take out some of those whites. We're gonna add in some blacks. All right, so this photo is looking pretty good. I want to try to avoid getting any of these areas overexposed up here in the top and try to bring the focus really towards their face and the emotion in the moment that we captured. So I'm going to up the vibrance, let's just say +5. Okay, so a good way to do all of those things is by using tone curves. So tone curves, you can edit the colors specifically in different, you can edit like the whole picture, you can go in and you can edit the reds, you can edit the greens, and you can edit the blues, and this changes everything with those colors and everything around it. So I'm gonna start here. So moving on to the next portion of Lightroom, we have what's called the HSL color tab. So this color tab will adjust the different hues of each of the colors, so you can make the reds more orange or the reds more red. And the same with saturation, it just adjusts the saturation of all of those colors. So if you want to saturate the reds or you want to desaturate the reds to get a more natural skin tone, this is where you're going to do all of that in. And the luminance will just adjust how light or how dark the image is. So you can do that individually with each of the different colors. So at the very end, we have a calibration tab. And what the calibration tab does is it's kind of, if you don't like the way that the colors are looking and you don't like the way the colors came out of the camera, you can tell Lightroom that you want to adjust those colors and make those colors different than what actually came out of the camera. So you can actually go in. So after going back through everything and readjusting everything kind of to our liking, this is the final image that we came up with. A lot of times, things that we will do is add one of these filters in. And what this filter does is it kind of emulates sunlight coming off of the image. So if I grab it and bring it down, you can see that we're using it to increase the warmth. So it starts from this point and it will come out this way. So we kind of will adjust it to bring it to that warm area right there because the sunlight was coming from this direction. You can see it on his back. And that's the final image. I hope that it clarifies kind of how we go through our editing process and kind of our thought process when it comes to editing our photos, is kind of making little small adjustments and starting and keep going back through and keep playing with things and keep adjusting things until we get to our final image.